We have been talking about the bitter cold all morning long, and problems with these temperatures are not just limited to the outdoors.
No, frozen pipes can be a major problem. Joining us now to talk about ways to prevent the pipes from freezing in your houses, Amy Barrilleaux with Madison Water Utility. And before we even get started, we were just hearing Hattie talk about a main that broke near Stoughton Road and East Washington.
Right.
You have a little prop that came from out of the ground. It's not little, you're right. So what's going on right now?
You know, the temperatures are remaining below zero overnight. It's really cold, and that means that the frost line is starting to push down deeper into the ground, and unfortunately that has an impact on our water mains. So we've had 9 water main breaks since the beginning of the new year. Our crews are working basically back to back to back to fix these water mains that are starting to have issues across Madison.
This is a 135-year-old pipe?
This was pulled out from under East Butler Street downtown on Christmas Day. So this is our original main when the water utility first started.
Wow.
So yes, we have some very, very old mains in our system. We also have some newer mains that didn't last quite as long as we would have hoped, some from the 1950s and 1960s. So 900 miles of water main under the ground in Madison, almost half of that needs to be replaced. And we're seeing why right now the weather can have a really big impact on some of those older, more brittle mains.
Besides working back to back to back to back, Amy, what other challenges for people who aren't aware are what's the utility facing out there, and what kind of things can maybe we do to help?
Yeah, well, you know, this is our city's plumbing, but our internal plumbing can also be affected. So pipes inside people's homes that may be on exterior walls or in crawl spaces or attics that aren't heated, those are starting to freeze up. We're having people call us wondering where their water is, not realizing that inside their homes they have frozen pipes. So we're asking people to be aware of that. We're also asking people if they had their service pipe freeze sometime maybe in that polar vortex year. That's the pipe that leads from the main to the house. If that has frozen in the past, you might want to start checking the temperature of your water. You can just use a thermometer, and if it's down around 40 or in the 30s, you may want to start running the water a little bit in your basement, in that lower level faucet, to keep it from freezing.
You were talking about that polar vortex year. I don't know if you remember. Just like Amy and I, we were on cell phone connections. We knew kids' names. We were talking all the time.
It was
because it was just chaotic.
Yeah, for us, normally we have those service pipes. We have about 5 of those freeze a year. We had 400 freeze that year.
Wow.
So we're cautiously optimistic we won't have another polar vortex year.
It's going to get up in the 20s this weekend, Amy. Good stuff.
That's not a thaw.
I know.
It's good enough.
It's good enough compared to what we're having.
Thank you. It's good seeing you this morning.
No problem.
All right. Thanks to all your folks that are out there as well. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.